Oh my gosh.
Hi, y'all.
Okay, so today we're going to watch clips from prior episodes.
Yes, and react to them. After my first year, I had a project with a girl, and we were at a group project, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I can't work past 7 o'clock, so I gotta go do this thing." I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm gonna go dance." And she's like, "I was like, can I come to dance?" And she's like, "Sure." So she introduced me to the dance studio, and I loved it. I never left.
Where was the dance studio?
It was in Ann Arbor. It was on campus actually, called Dance Theater Studio. Hey y'all, they're still there. I love them to death. There's a family who owns it, and there's a performance group that I was one of the starting members of, and we did flash mobs when that was a thing. We had a lot of fun.
Y'all were partying.
Yes, we were, but it was just, and nobody was, maybe a few students. It was a good mixture of people who had various affiliations with the school and outside of the school.
So a lot of people, when they think about graduate school, they think you're in the lab all day, like you don't have time to be out dancing around, like for these frivolous things.
Right.
Like, how did you find time to do that?
You make time to do it. So I put it in my schedule. It's a non-negotiable thing. Like, everybody knew Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 to 8:45. Kyla was not going to whatever function it is, or she might be late or leaving early, because that was the time. You have to decide that that's important to you.
Okay, so it's Tuesdays and
now it's Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Okay, 6:30.
Yeah, Tuesdays 6:30, Wednesdays I think it's 7:30 or 7:45. One of them two.
She's still dancing around, y'all. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, it has not changed. I also want to note that was the beginning of my lash journey. I don't know if you could tell, but the lash was hanging off like on the end, like right here. Listen, we all have our times to start getting ourselves together. There was no liner going on. Like, that was the beginning of my lash. But I thought it looked cute apparently that day. But but no, but I do think it's important to make things important, because people are always like, "Oh, how do you have time to do that? It's a non-negotiable in my calendar." Like, I decided to be consistent about some things, like even working out with our trainer. It is a non-negotiable in my calendar. Don't talk about today. Today was a misunderstanding.
Okay, I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I wasn't gonna bring it
Today
up.
is Thursday.
I wasn't gonna bring it up. All I was gonna say is, like,
prior to today's little kerfluffle.
All I was gonna say is that Kyla convinced me that I need to stop being lazy.
Oh, I convinced you. You said
put non-negotiables on my, on my life for my health to work out. So yes, we have the same trainer. Yes, we actually like each other.
Yes,
for real,
work out at the same time.
Yeah, so we work out together, except for today.
Except today.
Anyway.
Today was a little, just a misunderstanding.
It's okay. It's okay. Some of us get to go on adventures while others of us stay home.
But yeah, I mean, what do you think about making stuff important and having the time for things? You be playing a violin, you be singing, you be doing all this.
Okay, I'll say, like, singing for me is probably my non-negotiable. If I had to pick a thing, like, singing for Jesus is top tier Jeremy activity. So tonight I have worship practice. Sunday morning I'm gonna get up and go sing, and my whole family understands that, and they make Amara accommodations for me.
See?
So
if you decide it's important, guess what? People will treat it as important. But if you start to just kind of waver on yourself and let other people ride over your important time, then guess what? You've told them that this is no longer important. So
yeah. Definitely necessary. Boundaries and self-care.
Yeah, and it's not just in school. It's in your professional life. It's in everything. Like, you need to have the things that make you a human. So, and they won't get done unless you enforce it. It's kind of like when you have like a loose deadline, or like something isn't due, but you need to get it done. If you don't schedule time to get it done, it won't happen. And it's the same sort of way. Like, yeah, fitness. You can work on your fitness anytime, but unless you put hours on the calendar, or when you wake up, say, okay, this is my day to day, this is the time that I'm going to get this done, it's not going to happen.
It's literally what my calendar looks like. Hold Hold.
Mhm. I literally have an alarm to take a nap before dance on my phone because I want to be at my optimal, because I'm not as young as
Kyla.
these people out here, and I need a nap before dance class. So I got a
Okay.
5:30 nap. I nap with my dance clothes on,
Okay.
just in case it goes a little bit late.
Makes sense.
Wake up, stretch, go there, because that's what's going to keep me
I'd
nice.
be hungry, so.
Yeah, that too. And I eat a little something before I leave, but
Okay.
like I don't want to be dancing on
I'd
a
be so
full
hungry.
stomach. All right, let's look at another clip.
Mm-hmm.